Hello and welcome to our yoga in the park. We are in the beautiful surroundings of the park today, as you can see, and we are going to do a yoga flow based on our period, our time of the month, when your belly's a little bit bloated, maybe a little bit sore. We're going to come to a flow all around that because I know how it feels and how difficult it can be to find a practice that really suits you at this time of the month. So we're going to do a gentle flow. We're just going to tune into the body, into the breath, and really give a little love to this area today. Before we do begin though, I would love to invite you to follow the channel, like the video, and comment down below what you want to see, because I would love to tailor classes to you. This channel is all about things well-being. We think yoga, breathwork, meditation. We're also going to have a little bit of cooking on here because I love to cook, and I just want to share it all with you guys, all the things that have made me feel the most well. Because I think, when I feel well through my practices, I feel like they are practices I want to share with you so that you can feel well too. I know how good it feels to be feeling your best, especially after having years of not feeling that great in my body. But without further ado, let's begin the practice. We're going to begin by coming over onto our hands and knees. We're going to bring our big toes together and walk our knees as wide as the mat. And then we're going to sink those hips back to the heels, reach your arms forward and bring the forehead down to the mat in a child's pose. And then when you've found yourself in this shape, begin to tune into the breath and into the body. Now, being that we're focused on that belly area today, can you send your breath down into the belly? Allow it to expand on the inhale, and then as you exhale, the belly button comes towards the spine as you release that air out of the body. Inhale, really allow that expansion through the belly, lower back area. Exhale, bringing the belly button towards the spine. Continuing to breathe here, really just tuning into that belly space today. And then beginning to ground down into the hands as you lift the forehead off the mat and walk the hands back towards the knees to come up through seated. Walk those knees together and just bringing the hands to the thighs and just relaxing and noticing and feeling. Still sending that breath down into the belly area, expanding, opening as you inhale, and exhale, contracting that belly inwards. We're going to come forward onto our hands and knees, coming through your tabletop shape. So just walking those knees out as wide as the hips and the hands as wide and under the shoulders. On an inhale, send the belly towards the earth, open through the chest. Exhale, really curl through the spine, create a rainbow with your back. Good. Coming through some cat-cows here. Just starting to get movement through that spine and opening the belly and then bringing it in. And as you practice this movement here, just start to send some love towards the belly. It can be really tough to send love here, especially if you are in pain. And as someone who experiences a lot of pain and has had a lot of issues through that female time of the month, I know how challenging it can be to really just send love to this area. So if you're feeling like it's challenging, know you're not alone, but just the intention of sending a little love here is really important. Coming back to that neutral spine, and then from here we're going to begin to walk the hands forward, keeping the hips over the knees and bringing the chest down towards the mat. Forehead can come to rest on the mat, or you can lift the forehead and lower the chin to the mat. Sending that breath still into the belly. Then grounding into the hands, lifting the chest, walking the hands back towards the body. Good. From here we're going to come to sit on our bottoms, and we're going to bring the left foot into the inner right thigh. We're going to take our chest and we're going to turn it over the right foot. So our chest is heading towards our toes of that right foot. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward, bringing the belly towards the thigh. Coming back to that breath practice where we send the breath into the belly, really expanding through that belly space, lower back as you inhale, and exhale, belly button comes in towards the spine. Noticing how it feels to breathe into this space today. And noticing if it feels any different in the different shapes we take. Maybe sometimes you'll feel a little bit more pressure in that belly area in certain poses. No, there's no right or wrong, it's just simply becoming an observer of your body. Inhale lifts you back up, and then we're going to take the left hand behind the hip, ground down into the right foot and into that left knee, and lift your chest and your hips up, opening through that front body. Breathing into that front body space. Into the belly the breath goes. Exhale lowers you down. Coming through center, inhale, reach those arms overhead. And as you exhale, that right hand comes to the left knee, left hand behind you in a twist. Inhale, come through center. And then we're going to bring that right leg in towards the inner thigh and extend the left leg out this time. Find length through your spine and then turn that chest towards the toes of the left foot this time. Inhale, reaches those arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward, bringing the belly towards the thigh. Sending that breath into the belly here. Noticing if this side feels different to the right side. Inhale brings you through center. Right hand lowers down behind you, ground down into the left foot, right knee, lift the hips and the chest, opening up through that front body, sending that breath into the belly. Exhale, lower the hips down. Lifting up through center. And then exhale, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you, taking that twist. coming back through center on an inhale. From here, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and come into our butterfly shape. So our knees drop open, lifting up through the body, nice and tall through the spine. And then option, if you would like a little bit more constriction, you're going to bring those feet in closer to the body. If you'd like a little more space today, then you're going to send the feet out further. Now this is really dependent on you and how you are feeling. I'm feeling quite tight and bloated in my belly, so I'm going to take the feet further away so that it's not so constricted. But some people might like that tightness, that real belly hold. I quite often do at night time when I'm sleeping. I like to bring my knees into my chest and have that constriction because it just helps with the pain. So find what works best for you in this shape today. Again, find that length up through the spine, an option to stay here lifted or option to fold over the legs, finding what feels good for you in your body. And the thing to know is it will be different for everybody, so there's really no right or wrong here. It's simply finding what works for you, especially at this time of the month. Inhale lifts you up through center. From here, we're going to take that left shin parallel to the short side of our mats. Our left thigh or knee is coming directly out from our left hip. And then we're going to take that right leg and we're going to place it on top. So our right knee is coming over the left ankle, our left ankle over our right knee, our right ankle over our left knee. Finding length up through the spine, and then again, option to exhale, fold forward over the legs. You can bring your elbows to your knees, you can walk your hands further forward and relax down over the legs. Finding what works for you. We're starting to get into the hips as well. For me, I love this at this time of the month because my belly is coming in between my legs. It's really just resting. And I can send the breath there. Send a little love there as I open up through those hips and the outer right hip in this pose particularly. Inhale, ground down into the hands, lifting up, and then as I exhale, I'm going to take that right foot to the outside of the left knee and bring that left foot in towards my right hip. I'm going to ground down into that right foot as I find length, and then I'm going to take my left arm and wrap it around that right thigh, lift the right hand and then send it behind me for a twist. Again, coming back to that belly breath, sending the breath into the belly, noticing how it feels here to breathe in this shape. Now your gaze can come out over that right shoulder. Inhale brings you back through center. And then from here we're going to extend that left leg long. We're going to lift our right foot off the mat and bring it to the inside of the left thigh. Drop that right foot open. Find length up through the spine. Inhale, reach the left arm, the hands, overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Option to stay here like this, or option to take the right hand to the outside of the left foot and bringing the left hand back alongside the body to reach it up overhead in a twist. With each pose, finding what feels good for you. Inhale lifts you up, ground down through that left hand behind you. Reach the right arm up, open through that front body. Coming back through center on an inhale. This time, we're going to take that right shin parallel to that short side of the mat. The right knee coming out in line with that right hip. Left foot is going to go over top of the right knee, left knee over top of the right foot. Inhale, find length through the spine, and exhale, walking those hands forward any amount, either to the knees or forward even further as you fold over the legs. Sending that breath down into the belly. Breathing here. Grounding down into the hands, lifting up, walking the hands back to come up to sit. And then just taking that left foot to the outside of the right knee as you bring that right foot in towards the left hip, finding length, wrap your right arm around your left knee. Inhale, reach that left arm up and behind you, coming through your twist. Breath to the belly. Coming back through center on an inhale. Untuck that right leg, sending it long. Uncross the left foot. Allow the left foot to come into the inner thigh, dropping that knee open. Inhale, reach those arms overhead and fold forward over the right leg. Again, you have the option to stay here in this forward fold, or option to take the left hand to the outside of the right foot as your right hand comes back alongside the body to reach up overhead in a twist. Inhale lifts you up through center. Right hand comes behind you, left hand reaches overhead, opening up through that front body. Coming up through center, and we're just going to cross those legs and roll forward onto your hands and knees. From here, we're going to lower down onto our bellies, so taking your time to get there. Once you've arrived, we're going to place the left hand down, then the right hand on top of it, and bring your forehead to your hands for a crocodile pose. Allow the feet to just relax as you lay here. Then from here, we're going to lift the chest up and bring the elbows under the shoulders, palms down to the mat. Open up through the chest in your Sphinx pose. Shoulders relax down and away from the ears. Breath goes to the belly. Exhale lowers you down. And then from here, we're just going to simply roll over onto your back, any way that feels good for you. Once you've arrived on your back, walk your feet as wide as your mat and allow the knees to drop in on one another for constructive rest. One hand is going to come to your belly, the other to your heart space. Send that breath into the belly. And as you do, you might feel your back ground down into the mat. Exhale. belly and back come towards one another. Inhale, really expand through that lower back belly. Exhale, belly button comes into the spine. Walking those feet back to hips distance apart. And we're going to bring those knees in towards the chest. You might take a gentle rock here from side to side. Then extend the arms out to a T shape, and we're going to drop the knees to the right side. You might keep those knees up towards the chest a little more today as you take this twist. Your gaze is going to come out over that left shoulder. Inhale, lift the legs, bringing them in towards the chest. And exhale, drop them to the left side. Again, those knees might stay a little closer to the chest this time. Your gaze coming out over that right shoulder. Inhale brings you through center. Knees come into the chest. Hands come to the outside of the knees. Allow the knees to drop in towards the underarms as you send the feet up to the sky for your happy baby. Hand placement can come behind the knees to your ankles or to the outsiders of your feet. Taking a gentle rock from side to side as you breathe here. Keeping that breath going down into the belly space. Sending a little bit more love there one more time. And just appreciating the belly for all that it does for you. Bringing those knees into the chest and then extending the feet out long. Allow the feet to drop open. Hands come down beside you, palms faced up, and resting in your Shavasana, letting go of the breath practice, letting go of the movement and letting go of thoughts of the belly and just simply being here present in this moment. Beginning to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Take some gentle movements through your fingers and your toes. Allow that movement to get bigger through your wrists and your ankles. Then stretching the arms overhead, taking a full body stretch, becoming as tall as you can be in this moment. Before bending your knees and rolling to the right side. Pausing on your right side for a moment of gratitude for your body, for all that it does for you, and then making your way up to seated. Taking an inhale together, reaching those arms up overhead. Bring the palms together and lower them down in front of you. Thank you so much for joining me today on this period yoga flow. I hope your belly feels a little better, and I hope that you go into the day with love for this body space and for your period, because you know it does do some pretty big things for us. It can produce a baby. It lets us know we're women. It brings softness. Just allow it to be. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I will see you again real soon. Namaste.